Hello, good morning, everyone. So, my name's J-Dog, Dr. J, Justin, so go by many names. I'm here in a very excited breath and of focused mind to discuss the profound benefits of a new nootropic from the Neurohacker Collective called Qualia. And this stuff is, I have to say, it's brilliant. And I knew it was. I had this feeling when I had read an article about it, I saw some reviews, and I just sort of got that vibe, right? We have to, and this speaks to the importance of feeling and trusting our intuition, right? In society, we rely too much on mainstream science and so on and so forth. We don't rely on, you know, that feeling and anecdotal evidence, which is just as important, right? So this clearly needs to change. But anyway, that's another subject for another time. So I was on to it. One thing that led me, I think that attracted me to it was the design. The advertising was just different. It was very just crisp and like brilliant and creative. So I knew that, okay, well, if these people are making these, this nootropic, they're probably on it, and they're probably influencing, it's probably influencing their, you know, their creative advertising and their artwork and all that. So, right. So unconsciously, I kind of knew that. Sorry for the horrible lighting. But so I was onto this, and I'm kind of a armchair neurohacker and life hacker person. I've been involved in the psychedelic realm, psychedelic studies from a scientific perspective for many years, for almost 10 years, right? So this is something that's been of interest. So neurohacker really resonated with me. Anyway, so I've been excited about it for 3 weeks, maybe a month. Just reading up on it, listening to podcast, and I ordered it, right? Was kind of just waiting, letting it sink in a little more, just doing some research. And I was excited, even though I hadn't tried it. What is interesting is I immediately began to sort of change, my brain began to change just in anticipation of this. Right? It's like, okay, it's nothing magical, right? But it just speaks to the profound abilities of the brain. Okay, so then I took it. I was very excited when I got the shipment. I had to wait until the next morning because you take it in the morning on an empty stomach. So there's step 1 and step 2, right? There's 2 bottles with 2 different doses. So I took it. Within 15 minutes, it started coming on. There was a crackling that was indicative of my brain waking up. The sleeping giant was awakening. I began to feel very alive, kind of like a fire within kind of thing. And I was like, wow, there was a little bit of anxiety because of the unknown, right? Where you're putting something new into your body for the first time. There was going to be some anxiety. So the first day was interesting. I definitely felt the effects positively. More so on the second and third day. Today's the third day. But the first day was kind of like taking training wheels off for the first time. So there was a little bit of adjustment, right? A little bit of awkwardness and anxiety interacting with people. But what I noticed was my social interactions were greatly enhanced. And that's where I probably suffered the most, is in social interactions. A little bit of social anxiety, although it's kind of like context dependent, right? But I do have trouble interacting with some people, but it's always an issue. I'm always, you know, I'm mentally rehearsing sometimes. It's just, I don't like it, you know. And so, and I ride with this person every Saturday morning. So that was the first day. And he's a talker. And sometimes I have trouble keeping up because I'm not very social. I can certainly keep up on an intellectual level, but especially at the end of the day, I have trouble because my energy level is low. Well, what I noticed was that the situation had reversed, right? And I was the one talking. I had this level of, it was just a spark, right? It was social excitement, and it was a level of presence and focus that was unprecedented. Now, I have had situations where that just happens. I don't know, maybe there's like a neurochemically, a miracle happens, and I'm at this level where I'm super present, you know, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't sustain. But it is sustaining for the first time in my life. I'm so freaking excited about it. It is amazing, this stuff, and I knew it would be. Okay, I had to pause there for a minute. Drop something off. So, see, I'm I'm multitasking. So what it's like is, it's like having an upgrade, right? It's a new operating system, which is profound. I mean, so before, you know, when I am like very mentally alert, I'm like creative, which happens in the morning for me. But there's so much I have to do. That's the problem. It's like I have to fit everything in that I'm doing, and so I teach classes. I'm a professor. I'm a counselor, right? Was running a business for a while, but it's kind of, I'm doing an internship, so I can't really do it. There's too much going on, too much at stake. And of course, I like to write and speak at conferences, so I always have a lot going on. But what I noticed before was that I would burn myself out. You know, by noon, I was done. But with Qualia, it's like having a new operating system that allows you to just keep going. So it could be midnight and I'm still running at the same level of energy. I mean, that's fucking insane. Sorry for the French. So, and the other thing too is it's very incredibly well balanced. So I noticed, what I've noticed in the last couple of days is that I've been composing music, not actually writing lyrics or notes down, but humming like incredible harmonies. And what I've noticed is that it has this amazing ability to, if you maybe have ADHD or something and you're all over the place and you're trying to run a business and you're just learning about it, like me, I've been doing the online marketing, freelance digital marketing, email marketing kind of thing. Learning that for the first time is so overwhelming, and how to approach it. Although I'm not doing much with it right now and will, and certainly in the future, I still get creative ideas that come through, and it's like not too much. It's just like, okay, do this, write it down. And the other thing is, yeah, so the harmonies, they're just like incredible harmonies. So I've recorded a few of those. So yeah, it's incredibly, sorry for the lighting here, but it's very focused. And I could see how this would be great for people with ADHD, people doing multiple things, so many situations, even possibly addiction. Right, because I could see being so focused that you might start to lose your level of interest in drugs. I don't know, it really depends on the situation and the level of intensity of your addiction, but I could see where it would help with so many things. It also works with, you know, on the gut-brain axis, right? So I've had an increased desire for healthier foods like fruits and vegetables. I noticed a little bit of, in the first day, a little bit of GI upset. So I think it's just an adjustment, right? It's just like, boom, you're getting upgraded. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of imbalance and anxiety, right? Some effects, but very mild and only on the first day. I feel I'm on track, and wow, the dreams that I had last night were incredible, you guys. Incredibly vivid, just very classically symbolic, you know, like these steampunk dreams that were amazing. And what was really profound was I've recently had trouble with my hand being numb. I woke up, and that happens where it's numb for just a few minutes. The other day, about a week ago, it was numb all day, and I was very, very worried about it. I actually went in panic mode, had a panic attack. Thought maybe it was carpal tunnel or something, so I got one of those